There is one Neville Goddard practice that is truly the key to your emotional freedom, and almost nobody gets this right. This practice is called revision. A lot of people think that revision is about reimagining the past, but that actually is incorrect. Revision isn't about erasing what happened. That is not what Neville meant. It's actually about releasing the version of you that is still carrying the past. In this video, I'm going to deep dive into revision and how you can start using it in your manifesting practice to manifest all the things you want. So let's dive in. Neville said, change the past and you change your future. This sounds pretty mystical, but it is actually quite practical. Your past lives inside of you in the form of a memory. So when you use revision, you're not rewriting history, but you're rewriting the state of you that formed that moment. So let's say someone hurt you. You can't go back and erase that moment when you felt hurt, but you can rewrite the story in that you receive a new perspective of what happened. And in that new perspective, a new state or a new version of you is what emerges. So if you use revision in the way that Neville taught, this is how you might do that. You close your eyes, you imagine the scene, but you imagine something different about it. Maybe there is a different response to you. Maybe it ends with understanding or forgiveness or peace. Now, what you really want to take note of here is how your emotional body updates with this new imaginal act. You're no longer in that moment the person who was hurt. You now have a sense of the you who is more free. And you created that all through your imagination using the technique of revision. Most people use revision in a way that they're trying to fight the past. So what this usually looks like is you imagine the scene, but you bring all that emotional content with you. So you still feel hurt, you still feel triggered, you still feel angry. Well, that's not updating your emotional body, and that's not updating your identity. It's just keeping you stuck in the past. But Neville always made it really clear in all of his teachings, the goal of any of his practices is to find the you, the self that feels relief in the moment. So you're not trying to force a new narrative or force a new image. What you're doing here is restoring yourself to harmony. The moment that you feel peace, that is the moment that revision is complete. And yes, if you continue to feel triggered by the same memory, continue to go back and do revision. What you're looking for here is making contact with a version of you that actually feels peace in the situation. You're looking for the you, the identity that feels stable, loved, complete, at home in herself. Neville said, leave the past behind in your consciousness and you will free yourself to live the life that you desire. This is what revision is all about. So a quick way that you can practice this is at night when you're going to sleep. I want you to replay anything that is still stuck inside of you, something that is bothering you, that feels like it didn't go the way you wanted. Just notice that experience. Now, I want you to play with this. Play with imagining a different outcome. You're not trying to force it. You're playing. You're trying to see what would the response be, perhaps from the other person and from myself, that would land a little better. What would feel good to me? Remember, when practicing law of assumption, you are looking for the new you. It doesn't really matter who you're imagining in terms of the outside people. You're looking for the you that feels good in the experience. When you find that version of yourself in imagining this scene, relax into it. Relish in it. Really take note of this sense of peace in your body. That peace is what tells you that revision has occurred. The next time you catch yourself replaying things that feel painful, remember this process of revision. And remember, it's all about finding the you that feels at peace. If you would like more of my help using the law of assumption to manifest the greatest love of your life, all you have to do is type love in the comments below and I can get you a free ebook where I teach you exactly how to do that. And if you want to learn one of Neville's most obscure but easy to understand teachings about manifesting called the law of reversibility, watch this video next. Thanks so much for being here with me. I love being here with you. I'll see you soon.